Hey everybody, it's Justin Davis again, JwalkZer0's, a Final Fantasy fan coming back at you again from my house. I just want to make this quick video to give y'all some announcements to everybody who has done so much for my latest video. My Final Fantasy 7 Remake reactions 4-hour compilation that I couldn't have done without the fantastic reactors I had in this video. First of all, thank you so much to those people. Every single one of you Final Fantasy fans, y'all made y'all voices heard. You let the whole world know that you are down for this wonderful game, have been for years or however long you were down for it, and is excited about this upcoming news. And to all the people who has watched this video, who has shared it to different areas, who has commented on it, who has liked it, who has favorited it, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And the reactors as well, they thank you as well, because I've been on YouTube since 2007. This is my second channel. My first channel is still up. But I make different types of videos. I've never made a video like my last one before. It was a spur of the moment type thing. I was in a rush because I just found out about the news last week, and I said I gotta make something to show the world how excited I am about this. I can't just make my own reaction. I have to get other people's reactions too. So I did that, uploaded it, and I am shocked at how much attention this video has gotten. I have never had a video that has gotten over 200,000 views in a little over a week. That was mind-blowing. I have never in my life imagined that it would get that high, and it's still growing because of you. I also want to make sure I take the time to reply to as many comments as possible. If y'all are making the choice to watch the video and do whatever you want with it, I want to make sure that I let you know that I really appreciate it. So I like reaching out to y'all, like talking to y'all, like just let you know what's on my mind, like hearing what's on your mind. Good or bad, I don't care. Let it out. Let me see it. If it's something stupid, if it's something derogatory, something negative, I'm taking that crap off my YouTube video. I don't want no crap on my video. This is a video designed for joy, not for hatred. Grow up, all you haters. Also want to give special shout outs to Brian Ashcraft over at Kotaku. Oh my god. I woke up Thursday morning, somebody called me up, told me, said, Justin, they put your video on Kotaku. I'm like, what? I went on Kotaku, saw that video, I was like, oh man. Oh my god, that thing just went. It just skyrocketed. The views was picking up last week when I uploaded. I know it's a huge surge in the views on that video last week, which I'm not surprised of. I mean, it is Final Fantasy 7 Remake after all. But I did not expect 4-hour video to get that much attention in such a short amount of time. And Brian Ashcraft, he really helped me out a lot. Brian, thank you so much. It really came out of nowhere, but I'm glad you found the video. I'm glad you posted on Kotaku, and thank you to all the people on Kotaku who has commented on the video. I also want to give special shout outs to all my friends who was on the video to give me shout outs. Demi, thank you so much, Demi. Jeremy on Facebook, thank you so much. Our Greenwood Tech Art Club, thank you so much for liking up the posts. Also want to give special shout outs to my favorite YouTuber of all time, Lorerunner AKA Archengeia. This guy, every single person who is a Final Fantasy fan needs to check this guy out, needs to subscribe to his channel, Lorerunner. He also has a Twitch account, and he also has a forums. I linked all these things in the description box. Please check this dude out. Lorerunner is, in my personal opinion, the best Final Fantasy fan I've ever seen and had the pleasure of talking to on numerous occasions on his Twitch account. He really gets in depth behind his videos, behind not just the entire Final Fantasy series, but the Kingdom Hearts series, Fallout, Bioshock, Zelda, anything you can think of, he got a word for it. He breaks it down. He doesn't come off fake. He is real to the core. He is real to the core. He gives you everything you need to know about the games, the lores, the themes, the concepts. I understood the Final Fantasy series, including Final Fantasy 7, better through watching his videos and having conversations with him. And I've been a Final Fantasy fan since 2000. I've been watching all his videos. I've played almost every single Final Fantasy game on the planet. and he broke every single game down that made me appreciate the games better. That's the type of person he is. Every single one of you Final Fantasy fans need to check this guy out. I implore you, please check this guy out. You are doing yourself a disservice if you don't. Please check him out. To all the people who are working on the game, thank you so much for doing this. Please don't troll us anymore. Don't do that anymore. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Don't do your customers and your fans like that. I would never do that. I would never tell my customers and my fans, yeah, I'm gonna give you what you want, hang it on a little string, then I'm gonna pull it back when y'all think y'all gonna have. Nah, I would never do that. I'm glad they're finally making the game. Thank you so much. Nomura-san, thank you so much for being the director. I heard that you didn't know you were going to be before it was announced, but I'm glad you're going to hold up being the director of this game. You have been with Squaresoft since Final Fantasy V. I'm sure you're going to make Final Fantasy VII a huge success. The Final Fantasy Remake, I know you're going to make it a huge success. Thank you so much, and we really appreciate it. We know you're going to succeed at what you're going to do. I have no doubts that this game will be a success. And for all of you who don't know, I'm just going to tell you up front. To me, whether the game is excellent, in the middle, or terrible bad, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I'm not going to not buy it. I'm buying it. Of all the things I bought in this world that I liked or did not like, that I kept or returned, that I cherish to this day spending, or that I regret to this day spending, I know Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be a game that I will never look at and say, oh my god, I wish I never bought this game. That's me personally. And I'm sure for every single other person, well, I shouldn't say every single, a majority of the people who want this game would not care about what naysayers have to say, about what reviewers have to say, about what the Metacritic is, the game ranking is, what the scores is. We getting what we want to get. We've been waiting on for almost 2 decades. We're not going to stop. We're not going to say no. We're going to get it as soon as it's released. I just pray that it comes out sooner than later. Like I said, 2017, 20th anniversary. Let's do this. Let's do this, Square Enix. Let's do this, Squaresoft. Oh, it's not Squaresoft anymore. Let's do this, Square Enix. Let's do it. If you want to be my friend on Facebook, I got my Facebook link in my last video and also in this video's description box. Hit me up whenever you want to. I really do appreciate it. I would love to have you as one of my contacts and one of my friends on Facebook. Now, I was watching the video. I saw the views go up, and over time, I decided that I would do this. Originally, this video was supposed to be 7 hours. Yeah, 7 hours. But for various understandable reasons, I could not make a 7-hour video. One, I want to give credit and timestamps and YouTube links to all the reactors videos in my description box. I can hardly do that with the video I have up right now. I have all the reactors names and their timestamps, but I hardly got all their YouTube links because the description box won't let me fit all the data into it. For any of you reactors out there who was on this video who is not inside the description box, just let me know if you want your link in the description box. I got your names and your timestamps. All of your names and all your timestamps have been in the description box for a while, but I'm not able to put in everybody's YouTube link because there's not enough room. But if you want your YouTube link in the description box, let me know and I'll make sure there's enough room to put it in. So if I had made a 7-hour video, there's no way I could have been able to put that much reactors in that one video. Plus, there's no way I could have put that much reactors in one video. If I had made that video to be 7 hours long, there's no way I could have put in all those reactors data inside of it. So I decided to, okay, I'm going to make 2 videos. This is what I decided to do last week. I'll make 2 videos, but I want to test the waters. See, I want to see if there would even be 7 hours worth of people uploading their videos of reacting to these news about the Final Fantasy VII Remake, because at that time there wasn't that much. It was the latest news, and plus I was in a rush that night. I wanted to get that video out as soon as possible because that hype train just started chugging, and I want that hype train to keep going, and it's still going. There ain't no getting off this train, Rion. My Final Fantasy VII fans would get that. And on the last video, there was 89 reactors, including myself. 89. 89 reactors. 89 letters. My Crisis Core fans will get that. So I decided, okay, I'll see what goes on. And as the week went by, I found out that there was at least 7 hours worth of good content on YouTube to find from many different talented people who are Final Fantasy VII fans. So I went ahead and said, okay, I got this first video up, I'm gonna see how it do. It has went beyond my highest expectations, and so I'm here to tell you that I'm going to finish what I was going to do last week. My next video is going to be 3 hours long. It's going to be the same as my last video, only it's going to be 3 hours long of people reacting to the Final Fantasy VII Remake announcement. It's going to be a real treat. I got the best that I could find in my personal opinion. These people are fantastic, just like the last ones. I really can't thank all you reactors enough. I love every single one of you. I know what I'm about to say is impossible, but I really wish I met every single one of you while I was growing up. Truly. Even though some of you weren't even around or even at a certain age in 1997, I was 10. I didn't play Final Fantasy VII until I was 14, but I'm 28 now, but seriously, all of you really showed me that so many people around the world from different generations, different cultures, different belief systems have so much love for this series, for this one game, and that you've been waiting for this remake to happen for so long. I understand the struggle. I'm a video game designer, and Final Fantasy VII is one of those games that inspired me growing up to be that. I owe so much to this game. So many things dealing with the story and the characters and the areas and the battle system and the customization and the music, and at the time the graphics, the aesthetics, the interface. Just so many wonderful things, so much love that the creators put into this game. It was remarkable to me. And to have this news come out about this remake really blows my mind. I'm so happy that this finally happened 18 years later. And there was many points in my life where I thought this is never going to happen. We're never going to get a remake. There's no way we're going to get a remake. And then E3 showed up and showed out. Last Guardian, Shenmue 3. There was so much games that we thought was never going to come out, and they did. It was like Christmas. And it was a joy to watch all those things happen that night, those nights. It was, E3 this year was good. I gotta give up to Sony though. I really gotta give up to Sony. Sony, in my personal opinion, stole the show. Sony and also Bethesda, they did a fantastic job. I can't wait for Fallout 4. That 3-hour long video. I'm going to have that video available for viewing on YouTube tomorrow. Around, say about 6:30. About 6:30. I have it ready for viewing. This video is just to give y'all a quick announcement about the video coming up soon. And I also want to give special shout outs to all the people who subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. I want to let y'all know ahead in advance that, like I said previously, I make various videos on this YouTube channel. I created my first YouTube channel back in 2007 as an anime music video editor. I still am, but I don't edit anime music videos much these days. The last time I made one was back in 2012, and the main reason is because of life, college, job, ministry training, and plus the copyright crap that's been going down on YouTube for such a long period of time. I've seen so many people get their accounts wiped out, which is one of the reasons why I just stopped making anime music videos in general. And I hardly upload much videos on my YouTube account. After I upload tomorrow's video, the next video I'm going to upload will be for a anime music video contest I'm currently doing. It's for animes mixed with hip-hop and rap music. This will be the 4th and the last contest that we're going to have. We do it almost every single year ever since, I believe, 2008. It wasn't started by me. It was started by a good friend of mine, Law. And we have 15 contestants. They're going to be competing against each other, and people can vote. If you're interested in that, please check out the video. That should be ready by the 2nd week of July. And just want to give y'all a quick word in advance. Just let y'all know what this channel is all about. Thank you so much for subscribing anyway. I really appreciate it. And I really cannot wait to show you the last remaining video of this series that I'm doing. I wanted to make 7 hours of the reactors because, well, Final Fantasy 7. But like I said previously, there's no way I could have fit 7 hours worth of content in one video. Just uploading that last video, 4 hours, that took 13 hours. Just to render the video took a little over 3 hours. But uploading it and having it be ready for viewing on YouTube, that took a while. Right now, the video is uploading on YouTube. It should be done in time before tomorrow. And then when I get up tomorrow morning for church, I'll be sure to put it on public so it'll be ready for viewing. Please give it the same love that y'all gave the previous video. I really would appreciate it. I'm not really doing this for attention. I'm doing it because I want to show people how much love we have for the Final Fantasy series, how much love so many people around the world have for it. It really is a life-changing game for many people, and if you're one of those people who really don't see what it's all about, don't really get it, I understand. There's many things in this world that my friends and family are part of that I'm like, okay, whatever. But if it gives them joy, who am I to rob that from them? If it's giving them joy and it's not hurting anybody, all I'm doing, if I'm putting them down, is just making myself look bad. One of the reasons why I'm making these 2 videos and this video is to show people that we can have joy in the things that we enjoy doing. There's so many horrible things I see come up in the media these days and in the world and in front of my face on a daily basis. So I wanted to make that video to put a smile on so many people's faces. I want people to watch these videos and just be hyped the entire time. Just feel like they're right there, like they're back to when it was back in the 90s or whatever age it was when you played Final Fantasy 7. Back to the time when life was more simple. Because I look back at Final Fantasy 7's time when life was more simple for me. I didn't really have many friends growing up in middle school. I was a huge geek. I still am. Highly appreciative of it. It's my upbringing, and I am so proud to be one. I'm so proud to be a video game fan, an anime fan, a tech fan, a music fan. I really do appreciate so many things in life and like to share that joy with so many people. And I'm glad that so many people also feel the same way. We have some haters, but the lovers overcome the haters. I want to promote every single person who is in these 2 videos. I want to promote every single one of them. Because these videos would not be here without y'all. Y'all really went above and beyond. Don't think just because you made a short video doesn't mean nothing. I want people to know, for as long as possible, that the entire world cried out for Final Fantasy 7 Remake. That stayed at the #1 top area on Facebook, Twitter, so many different areas for such a long period of time last week before the situation in my state went down in the church. I live in South Carolina, and there's so much horrible news going on right now, and if these 2 videos can bring people joy for just a little bit, whether it's when they're at home or chilling with other people or at work, we've done our job. I want to make these 2 videos downloadable in the near future, but I don't have any programs that can really convert the videos smaller while keeping the same quality, because my last video, my 4-hour long video, that was over 15 gigs. That's why it took so long to upload. But this next video should not be as huge, but it's still pretty big, so I expect it to take a long time for it to upload. I have played every single one of the games in the compilation of Final Fantasy 7 before Crisis, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy 7 of course. I watched Advent Children Complete, and JwalkZer0's. This remake, it looks incredible. It looks so wonderful. I'm thinking to myself, man, I hated that we couldn't get it in the last generation of consoles, but this generation of consoles just raised the bar up. I don't have a PS4 right now. If Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy 15 or another game that I really want comes out before the Final Fantasy 7 Remake comes out, I'm gonna get a PS4. But if those games don't come out, I'm getting that special edition, limited edition, whatever you want to call it, Final Fantasy 7 bundle with the PS4. I might buy two. One for myself and one to sell, because they're going to be worth a lot of money. They are going to be worth a lot of money now. In the future, going to be worth a whole lot more. I have so many favorite parts of Final Fantasy VII. I really can't break it down into one that is my absolute favorite. There are so many parts. The opening scene, of course, going into the reactor. The part where you went to Gold Saucer, that was awesome. The Chocobo racing. Finding out about Sephiroth. Busted into Shenmue underground. Going into Shenmue by plane. The weapons waking up. Riding the high wind. Fighting Sephiroth at the end of the game. But if I had to pick one particular part of the game that was my most favorite of the rest, it would be the live stream section on Disc 2. When Cloud and Tifa fell into the live stream, and Tifa helped Cloud repair his memories again. That, in my personal opinion, blew my mind, because the entire game gave us bits and pieces of who Cloud was, but we really didn't know who he was. Plus it gave us other lore and other things about the plot that we didn't really get, but we stayed hungry. We stayed wanting to find out more about this world, about these characters, about Cloud, about Sephiroth, about Shenmue, about the planet, about the live stream. We wanted to find out more about Aerith and etc. and Jenova. We wanted to find out more. So when it got to the live stream section, that's when almost all the pieces came into place. All the pieces came into place for Cloud. The story wasn't over yet, but Cloud's story finally came into what it was supposed to be, that was taken away from him by so many different people. And I could really sympathize with Cloud, because personally speaking, I wasn't exactly like Cloud growing up, but I did have some characteristics that he had. I wasn't too introverted, but I was very introverted, and a lot of people did see that as a weakness. I never been into any fights, but most of the time when I was in middle school, I stuck to myself. I didn't really talk to much people unless they were video game fans or anime fans or music fans like me. And didn't really get into sports until I was in my 12th grade year, and even then I only joined the step team. And I do remember a time where being a widely known video game fan was not considered too popular. I remember a time where being an anime fan was not considered popular. A comic book fan, not considered too popular. Things have changed. When I was growing up, it was not bad, but it was pretty bad. I don't know how things are now. I've been out of high school since 2005. I don't know how things are now, but I think it's better, since my generation and the slightly older generation is taking over right now. People are more open to this entertainment, these entertainments, which is a good thing. It means progress. Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people really like Cloud, because there's so many things about Cloud that he has that we also have, or used to have, that we overcome. That he also overcome in the process, thanks to Tifa, thanks to Aerith, thanks to Barrett, thanks to Sid, thanks to Yuffie, thanks to Vincent, thanks to Nanaki, thanks to Cat Sif, and Zack. Oh my god, Zack. He is my favorite character next to Cloud in Final Fantasy VII. He put the pieces in place. He put the puzzle pieces in place that kickstarted the plot to where it needed to go. In my personal opinion, he is the true hero of the entire Final Fantasy VII franchise. If it wasn't for him, and also if it wasn't for Aerith, things would not have turned out as good as they did. Their sacrifices were not in vain. It's also when Cloud and Tifa showed, not told, but showed each other how much they loved each other, how much they cared for one another. That Cloud kept his promise to Tifa, that he was there. That Tifa got that realization, realized that the boy that she cared about, the person that she cared about, came back. That even though he didn't succeed in what he wanted to do, it didn't matter to her. Just knowing that he kept his promise, that he was there the entire time, meant so much to her. And Cloud was willing to do so much to protect the girl he cared about, to protect his best friend, to protect his hometown. Despite the fact that so many people killed, including his mother, he wanted to do everything he can to stop the person who he used to look up to, who he used to respect. And then that awesome scene where all of a sudden, all those times he was bullied, all those times that he was put down, spat upon, pushed, kicked around, all those issues culminated in that one moment where he saw Sephiroth standing before Jenova, and he stabbed him from behind, and then Sephiroth came out with her head. He tried to go after her. Sephiroth stabbed him through the chest. Now, any other person, they would have been dead on the spot. Cloud still had all that rage, that promise he kept to Tifa, protecting her and his best friend in his hometown, everything that happened to him up to that point, all those doubts and fears and being pushed around and kicked around, all those things culminated again. He grabbed that sword, pushed himself into it, hauled Sephiroth up, and flung him into the wall, exploded on the wall, fell into the live stream. First time I saw that, my mind was blown. That is my favorite part. That entire live stream section. That is my favorite part. That is my favorite part. I cannot wait to see that remade again. With current gen graphics. Oh my god, it's going to be so awesome. Thanks to so many people who were stuck with him and helped them, and who he helped in return. I think that's why we really care about the characters. One of the reasons why we care about the characters, because they're very realistic, they're very lifelike, which is one of the reasons why we're so hyped up about this remake, because now we get to see all that in the best graphics to date. This game is going to easily sell 1 billion within a week, if not the first day. This is going to be, this is already a historical moment. When this game finally comes out, minds are going to be blown. People there's no way. Before I found out about the Final Fantasy VII Remake, I already made up in my mind a long time ago, I'm not going to have a bad day. I'm going to find joy every single day. I'm going to find miracles every single day. It's all around me. This Final Fantasy VII Remake has given me more reason to not have a sorrowful day. I don't care what kind of day it is. There's joy to be had for every single Final Fantasy VII fan. You tell yourself that every single day. When you're having a bad day, you tell yourself, even though a lot of other people tell you it's just a game, you know what it is. It's more than just a game. Just like people can say it's just a book, or it's just a movie, or it's just a song, or it's just a hobby, or it's just a sport. You already know how much this game touched your life, how much it touched so many other people's lives. So many people who have been changed in very good ways because of this one game. I thank God for so many people who really truly love this game, and for the people who created this game. I'm glad that the creator of the Final Fantasy series, Hironobu Sakaguchi, chose to make his game, Final Fantasy, the first one. And I'm so glad it was successful, because if it wasn't, we wouldn't have had Final Fantasy VII. We wouldn't have the Final Fantasy series today. There wouldn't have been so many games, so many JRPGs and other genres of games that would have came into being if it wasn't for Final Fantasy VII. If it wasn't for the Final Fantasy series in general. This is a revolutionary series. And for those of us who grew up, I was born in '87. I grew up on games. I grew up from Atari to Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Dreamcast, PS3, PSP, Game Boy, the regular one, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy DS, Game Boy 3DS, the Wii, the GameCube, the Xbox, the 360, so many other systems, so many beautiful games that have changed my life for the better, and your life for the better as well, that I can look back on my life and say my childhood was awesome. It may not have been the best, the perfect childhood, but it was pretty awesome. I can't complain. I've had some good days, I had some bad days, but I really can't complain. It was awesome. There were so many wonderful games that were announced that I really want. Kingdom Hearts 3, of course. Nier 2. For those of you who never played the first Nier, do yourself a favor and play the game, please. Please play Nier. Fallout 4, Doom, Last Guardian. Oh my god, I didn't think we were ever going to get that game. I thought it was Vaporware. Shenmue 3. Oh man, there was so much surprises at Sony. That new game that Keiji Inafune and Retro Studios are making, I forgot the name of it. It looked awesome. I want to get that with the chick with the gun and the little robot dog. You put the globe inside and then it transforms to other types of robots. I want to get that. Horizon, I want to get that so bad. That looked awesome. Uncharted 4, of course. So many other games I want to get. I just can't think of all of them right now. Majority of my mind right now is on Final Fantasy VII Remake, even though we won't get it in the near future. Yeah. This video went on longer than it was supposed to. I highly apologize for that. But thank you so much for sticking with it anyway. Thank you so much for all the attention that all of you have given to the last video. Thank you again to all my family and friends who watched the video. Thank you again to Brian Ashcraft and all the Kotaku users. Thank you again to Archengeia aka Lorerunner and all my fellow streamers on his Twitch account. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for your shout outs and your praise and the love y'all have been showing. I really appreciate it. And I also want to have a moment of silence for every single person who wanted a Final Fantasy VII Remake but could not live to see this announcement. I pray in the name of Jesus that you will all be alive when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out. I know this isn't a game that glorifies God, but this is a game that inspired me to want to make video games that can glorify Jesus. So I want to have a moment of silence for every single person who could not be here today to witness what transpired last week at E3. Thank you. Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be in our hands soon. To every single Final Fantasy fan on the planet, to every single video game fan out there on the planet, we made it. I love y'all. Take care. Y'all want a Shenmue 3 reaction compilation? I'll hook you up. Next week, I'll hook you up.